Greetings and beyond the new. My name is Omni, and welcome to the current installment of What If Iruma Was a Saiyan Part 6. Sorry. Alright, if you heard anything while I was talking, that was a dog barking. Okay, anywho. Where we last left off everything went in canon, and then, Professor Balam, all the interactions with him went in canon with Irma and Alice and Clarine. Okay. And every time his grandpa threw welcome back parties for him, which was every day after he came back, he would always invite all of his friends, meaning everyone in his class and those of the student council, as well as Aiko and her dragon friend. And every time he sees Aiko, Alice, Clarine, and Amory, and the girl who's the secret femdoll idol together, either he ponders on whether or not he should try to have a polygamous relationship with all of them, and possibly wondering if any other girls would fall in love with him. And, just for being him, not for being the adopted grandson of Sullivan. Anywho, everything goes like in canon from there onward, yada yada yada. Oh, and just so you know, okay. Okay, now we do a time skip to when they all get together at Walter Park, aka the Netherworld version of Disneyland, yada yada yada, which Runaway is the son of the owner, so yeah. They all okay. All the teams are formed like in canon, but then there's an extra team with an extra chaperone, which let's see, will be Armory's father. So the other members of the student council, along with Aiko and a dragon friend, all end up in that team. Everything goes like in canon, all the way up to when the attack starts and all the kids are trapped in the kids center in the park. Hold on. Sorry, needed to blow my nose. Anywho, Irma is concocting a plan to try and rescue the kids, and he is shocked not even the parents of the kids are trying to save them. And then Irma goes on a spiel. He'll just because they're children, they should be protected, which is unheard of in the Nether Realm. But even if they're he says, even if they're not haven't reached their full potential, doesn't mean they won't reach their full potential. And each generation always is better other than the previous generation, yada yada yada. Then he uses that okay, he holds uses his left hand on his right hand like he's about to make a Shidori, but instead he uses the attack, the energy attack Yamcha uses in Dragon Ball Z. He puts up then puts up two fingers controlling the key sphere, and then go move around and around until it made a hole for the other kids to get out. They all praise Iruma for this. Well, the kids do. The adults and his other teammates are shocked about this. Then Iruma tells the kids, I know it might be hard to train Aang to reach your full potential, but anyone can do it as long as they have the will and mindset to get through this. And then he asks us, his teammates and his chaperone agree. They agree. Then Iruma gives the Kage Death Glare to the other adults. Then afterwards he... Okay, let's see. Oh yeah. Then he tells Professor Baum to form a perimeter, making sure that the beast, which is the red dragon, again, that's attacking, along with other parts being attacked by that giant rat and that alligator minotaur looking thing. No, wait, no, the third beast that's attacking Walter Park. So that way the other two creatures can assist the dragon. Anywho, Baum agrees to this, and Irma tells let's see. Oh yeah, tells tells his teammates to be his backup. Then Irma starts flying away using his key flying technique. Hold on. Sorry, I had to burp. Oh wait, hold on. Allergies are stupid. Jeez, I had to sneeze, that's why. Anywho, they all start fighting with Alice and oh yeah, I remember his name now. Sabnak. Alice starting to use fireballs. And while Sabnak chews on the strongest metal plate that he has on his necklace to form a axe like he does in canon, and then infuses it with magic, and then starts doing long range magic slash like the 36 caliber Phoenix technique Zoro uses in One Piece. Starting from let's see. Oh yeah, the Skypiea arc's conclusion. Okay, hold on. Sorry, needed to blow my nose. Anywho, let's get back into it. Everything, the fight goes like in canon. Then Professor Baum ends up secretly restraining the bottom of the feet of the dragon, which gives Iruma the opportunity to use currently his most powerful technique, which is, if you guys have ever played Dragon Ball Fusers or Fusions, I forget. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Fusions, then he basically uses one of the moves that that Gohan learns, which is Super Masenko on the Beast, landing the attack on the Beast back, while Alice fires fireballs on its chest, while Sabnok tries to cut off its head, but it parries his axe with both of its horns and bites down on his axe, destroying it. But not really. It actually just chips its own teeth on it, because I'm going to say he has a slab of adamantium. That's the same that looks like it's made as a dog tag, which if you don't have know what that is, basically those things that the military gives its members embers to show as a form of identification. Anywho, then after the teeth get chipped, Sabnok takes the opportunity to try and kill the beast. East, but he ends up failing and ends up only grazing its horns instead. Okay, then we cut to everything goes like in canon for the other two battles. Now we go back to the main fight. Okay. Iruma is recovering from his Super Masenko, which is a little more powerful than usual, which drains him. Then Sabnok and Alice come to his side. Then while the beast is still recoiling, it gets fully captured by Professor Balm. Then Sabnok and Alice bring him back to Professor Balm. He uses the Netherworld equivalent of a sensu bean potion to heal up Iruma. Well, basically, it's like a fusion of a sensu bean and if you've ever seen that time I got reincarnated as a slime, those flowers that can, when made into potions, depending on how diluted they are, can be minor or high or full potions. I just added minor, or minor as in not in someone who digs up ores and stuff like that. I'm talking about like minor as in like, oh, that's just a minor injury. Okay. Now, hold on. Sorry, needed to blow my nose again. Anywho, let's get back into the video. Now, let's see. Oh, yeah. Iruma feels a rush of energy. Uses key sensing to see how the other battles are doing. While his eyes are closed. No. Actually, no. He senses everyone's doing alright. And just as he's stopped using this ability, that's when the rat and the minotaur, I believe, or netherworld bull, all manages to knock back Omri's team and team led by Calico off their backs, and is about to finish them, which then Omri's dad and his group actually manages to drive them away. He tells his group to go to tend to the possible injuries of the other group while he uses his bloodline to push back the other two, inadvertently making them both crash into and releasing the dragon from Professor Ball's team. Hold on. Sorry, had an itchy throat, needed a cough. Anywho. Professor Ballum sees him, but instead of trying to help, he rushes to Omri. Omri worried about his little girl, which she is not his little girl anymore, since she is nearly an adult. Anywho, the fight begins anew. Okay, so Professor Ballum, fights the pack rat while, let's see. Oh yeah, the dragon is faced off against by Sobnok and Alice, which they're holding their own because Sobnok wants to prove that he's still fit to be Iruma's rival, and Alice is trying to use this as an opportunity to show that she's worthy of being with Iruma as romantic partners, yada yada yada, which fuels them and making them go past their limits, yada yada yada. Iruma, before he's able to, after the ingesting the potion, he starts to feel like he's even closer to becoming Super Saiyan 3. So he kind of gets a, let's see. His power level is, he gets 100 points addition to his power level. Oh, okay, so yeah. Let's see. With that, his base power level is now, let's see, is now, oh yeah, 50,000. Then I will really say what his base power level is, which gives him the opportunity to get stronger. Oh, and he's also assisted by his assistant and Ollie, of course, but more as as Ollie uses magic to redirect some of the blasts that Iruma can't handle yet, while his assistant droid handles long range attacks, while Iruma handles, of course, the close range attacks. The fight goes like normal, yada yada yada. And the other teams all healed up. They go to join the fight with the 3B Easts. Anywho, that only then okay. Calico's team assists let's see, Professor Baum. Opera's team helps out, let's see, oh yeah, Alice and Sobnock. And Amari's dad, Ad's team helps out Iruma. They manage to drive back the three beasts. Then let's see. Hold on. Okay, then all three beasts managed to fire off a magic blast. Each form 5 magic blasts that ends up all injuring all 5 of the girls that have crushes on Iruma in 3 different spots because they each let out 5 magical blasts. As the rat ends up hitting all 5 of the girls' legs, eggs, nearly putting a hole in them. While the dragon's magic blast ends up hitting, grazing their stomachs, but still hitting them enough to make their stomachs raw from the impact. And then each of the girls are by the bull, netherworld version of a bull, to sorry, needed a cough. Anywho, they end up completely destroying the top half of their hair, while also still grazing the top of their scalp where it's grazed raw. And this makes Iruma so angry, and he says in the most dominating way, says, "Enough!" Everyone is shocked, especially the girls. Also have crushes on Iruma. Then Iruma says, "How dare you hurt 5 wonderful females? They're more than the netherworld deserves for just being alive, and you hurt them. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?" Then he starts the transformation sequence instead of going through, and then he goes through Super Saiyan 1 while he's on the ground, then super speeds up into the air going into Super Saiyan 2, and then starts shouting, "How dare you?" And then just the regular shout, slowly transforming into Super Saiyan 3. Yada yada yada. Oh, and at the start of the fight, that's when the 8 Fingers and Curio, they see everything from start to finish, all the way up to when he's slowly transformed, where he transforms Super Saiyan from the start. Art of the battle, yada yada yada. Everyone is shocked to see and feel all the magical and physical power that he's exerting while he's transformed into Super Saiyan 1. Then, sorry, how did the burp? Sorry, needed to burp again. Anywho, when he transformed into Super Saiyan 2, then they're slowly, starting, everyone's in a 100-mile radius. No, wait, no, 200-mile radius, sensing all the magical power and physical acuity that Iruma is releasing while he's transforming into Super Saiyan 3. Then a flash of light engulfs Iruma, and then he finishes transforming into Super Saiyan 3. And while in the ring, all he directly casts a spell onto Iruma's exposed skin where that's covered up by the ring to keep the negative drawbacks of Super Saiyan 3 at bay by feeding the magic that's accumulated that was given to the ring by Sullivan earlier. Because before they all met up, Sullivan decided to top off the ring, yada yada yada. Okay, so yeah, by the time the battle is over, he'll have like 10% of the overall magic he needs to have inside the ring for him not to go all hungry crazy. Anywho, let's see. Okay, then Iruma starts attacking the. First, he drop kicks the rat, then the bull, then the dragon in the head, causing the three to collide. Then he starts and just before they collide, Iruma super speeds on top of where they're about to collide, and then uses a massively improved Super Masenko attack on them. If you hear anything in the background, yeah, sorry, that's my cousin and his mom arguing about something. Probably something stupid. Yeah, definitely something stupid. Anywho, the battle begins. After that, the battle begins with Iruma shooting off different energy blasts, ranging from Kamehamehas to Gallic guns. Then, and power-wise, then he he attacks all three of them individually with Wolfang Fist, and then he also uses the pile driver on all of them individually. Anywho, the fight goes on like this for a while. And then that's when Curiel orders the summoner to fuse all the creatures together. He complies, he fuses the creatures together, which shocks Iruma, just enough for the fused creature to land a blow, almost knocking him out of Super Saiyan 3. But his assistant catches him, yada yada yada. Sorry, my relatives are arguing like cats and dogs, or if you prefer, dogs and monkeys. Monkeys, if you know that legend, that Japanese legend, yada yada yada. And that's actually where I'm going to be leaving it off for right now. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, but I'm not doing this for that. I'm just doing it to get my creative juices out. Yes, I felt like saying that. And just doing this for the entertainment value. Anywho, it just helps me out with the channel. Anywho, bye!